I'm currently really enjoying this glass of wine on this fine Sunday.
I didn't bring up the bottle.
I know.
I brought up.
You were judging my alcoholic tendencies.
You have a full glass of wine, my dude.
Yeah. What if I finish it?
Then you can go downstairs and get the bottle.
Yeah. See, I was trying to avoid that. Devin bought a new didn't buy it, but Devin received a new like massive plushie.
It's a hand warmer.
Yeah, but it's a big round panda boy.
It's a hollow panda.
And I wasn't informed of this. And the other day I went downstairs to make a cup of tea, and I was downstairs for a solid 15 minutes until I looked over at the couch, and I saw this panda ball just staring at me, and I got so confused.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. I now love him, but it was new information that I hadn't received. Yeah.
Are we doing the Patreon stuff at the beginning or the end?
Oh, yeah, shit. We should do it now.
Okay.
Where's my iPad?
Patreon stuff.
Woohoo!
Get it up.
I'm getting it. Patreon. 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 So, this is a list of our current Patreon donors.
I mean, they're all new, so we have to say them all.
Exactly. So, Artsy Mess, thank you for being a Patreon donor. Billy. We don't know what Billy's second slash...
like Cher.
Kind of like Cher or Beyonce, yeah. It's just Billy. And Anja Richards, thank you guys so much for being our first Patreon donators. Patrons. Sure, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the packages we sent out.
We'll send out.
No, two of the people already got their
packages,
and they mentioned that on their stories on Instagram, and I was like, heck yeah. Thank you guys so much for being our patrons. If you want to have a look at what's on there, we are on patreon.com/bingeinking. So
yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, what are we doing today, Devin?
We're going to talk about shitty films.
Oh yeah.
Specifically animated films.
Yeah.
For anyone... I want to clarify before that the shittiness does not have to be like specifically about the animation.
Okay.
It's like a whole rounded thing, you know. Sometimes it's badly written, sometimes it's bad animation.
Interesting. I went through the other route where I tried to eliminate as much of the writing and try to focus on aesthetics.
Okay.
Mainly.
So yours is...
But a lot of mine are just bad content all round.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, same.
Good. Okay.
A lot of them I just have a personal vendetta against as well. So
me too.
My word means nothing.
No, this is purely biased and with some research put into it.
Oh, I have absolutely no research.
Oh, you went purely off of your noggin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked up some titles and been like, yep, don't like that film, don't like that film.
See, I went on a whole journey last night, like going on research, doing research for this, and I went into this rabbit hole.
You put in way too much.
I did, and I was like, oh my god. It's like
shit content.
When I looked up like these shitty movies, it was like I tapped into these memories that were completely blocked out from my brain.
Have you seen all the films that you're gonna? Sorry. Have you seen all the films that you're gonna mention?
Yeah. Okay. These are all films that I have seen.
Off reputation.
No. These are all films that I have personally seen, and most of them
vetted all of these films.
Exactly. And most of them my brain had completely blocked them out until last night. It was wild.
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, in case no one knows or has forgotten, me and Devin are animation students, and we do animation.
Therefore, we're qualified and we can say whatever the fuck
Absolutely.
we want.
We have PhDs in complaining about animation.
Yes.
So we can do this.
We're doctors of shite.
Shite. Ew. So who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Yes, you go first.
Cool. Are we just going, back and forth?
No, you do all of yours, and then I'll do all of mine.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna have to talk about all of them, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because you will not agree with my
No,
ones,
I already know that I'm gonna be angry at most of the things you're gonna say.
Yeah, because you love most of the films that I mentioned.
I need this wine. Let's proceed. Go ahead.
First of all, I feel like we should mention that we did watch all of the Barbie films. Well, not all of them, because there's too many.
I have, personally.
Oh, yeah, but not last night.
No.
Or whenever we watched them. A few nights ago.
The last 2 weeks we've been on a Barbie roll.
Yeah. So I feel like that should just be number one straight off the bat.
Agreed.
It's fresh in our minds. That shitty naughties animation. Mwah.
That just the one solid hair. Oh my god. If you do
Kelly or Shelley or whatever.
Kelly, Shelley, Belly, Telly,
Deli,
Nelly,
Smelly,
Jelly Bean.
All of those guys.
If you haven't seen the Barbie movies in a recent
You need to.
time, you need
also,
to do
there's
yourself
a drinking
favor.
game. You gotta look it up. You will get smashed. We did like a relay round.
We did.
Where it was just someone had to drink. It didn't have to be all of us.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Also, because we didn't have that much alcohol in the house.
Now, the other day when we did when we watched the 2 Barbie movies, we watched Rapunzel and the Princess and the Pauper ones.
And then before that, we watched Swan Lake.
Yeah, but the other night when we did it with actual alcohol, I kind of got drunk, and it was honestly the best time of my life. I was so in such a happy place where I was like tipsy and watching the Barbie movie. I was like, this is the sweet spot right here. So Barbie movies was your number 1?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just because it was fresh in my mind. Sinbad.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
He has
It
little
is
nubs.
a good movie.
He has nub feet.
That's the only thing you hate about that movie is his stupid nub feet in that one shot.
Also all the CG.
No, yeah, okay, but that's a product of its time.
It still makes it bad.
It's so good. It's such a good movie, though. Also, we're talking about the animated Sinbad, not all the other live-action Sinbads.
I will give you this. The what's the name of the villain?
Oh, not the Medusa. The underwater villain goddess of
Her
the sea.
animation is like...
Oh, fire.
Beautiful.
It's very good, yeah.
Yeah. But,
I think when we watched this, Devin really hated the combination of
everything.
really bad water CG with the 2D animation of the rest of the film.
Yeah.
I remember that being like one of the only things you complained about.
I just hated it. Like, if it's bad, don't put it in the film. If it's that
It's
bad,
all they had.
just do it in 2D then.
Yeah, but they didn't have the money for
If the
it.
technology isn't there, don't try and make it there.
But they didn't have the budget to get all these 2D water animators, and they were just like, yeah, just this movie's gonna be like so ahead of its time. Let's do it, my dude. Yeah, that's what it was. This movie was ahead of its time.
Fuck you.
It was a mixed media piece of art.
It was something that shouldn't have been done.
You know that's incorrect.
It was a semi-enjoyable film, I'll give you that.
It's a very good
And the
movie.
2D animation is decent, but I just hate all of the little things. His stupid little nub feet.
Oh.
The fact that it's Brad Pitt for some reason.
Yeah,
And
but
then
to
they
be
got
fair,
stupid CG.
in my defense, I grew up watching that movie without Brad Pitt voicing him. So
That's not your fault.
I grew up watching it in the Portuguese dub, and it was much better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It completely made it a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has its good points.
Yes.
But it's mostly flaws. It's just so many flaws.
I will admit that I have a very strong bias because that was one of my favorite movies growing up. It does sadden me how much Devin hates Sinbad because it is it's in my top 20 favorite movies.
Nostalgia, not.
And the music's fire.
I can't remember any of the music.
It's good.
Cool.
What's your next one?
Okay. My next one is this is again more about the concept than the actual animation.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it's allowed on the list or not.
Okay. Shall I be the judge of that? I don't know.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Okay.
See what I mean?
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, this is a hard one.
It's so weird.
It's
got Hugh Laurie in it.
Uh-huh.
Why is he there?
It's an iconic movie.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was very iconic.
And I watched it when I was younger.
Me
a
too,
lot,
yeah.
And yet I still think it's bad.
It is.
Like, a lot of the times, like you and Sinbad, nostalgia kind of like fixes all of the flaws, but no. They're just too, but you can't put a nostalgia band-aid on that shit.
Yeah, the animation itself is watchable.
Yeah.
It's good because of
average.
for the time it came out, it was really good.
Yeah.
Like it was like on par with everything else.
Yeah.
For that time, but it doesn't really match up with the writing and the story.
Like, I'm so confused when I watch it, but I still kind of laugh at the stupid jokes, and I'm like, I hate myself. But at the same time, what is this? And ha ha ha.
I have walked in on you many times watching it.
Many times?
Yeah, like
I watched
on
it
Netflix.
once.
No, you've watched it at least twice, because one of the times you were watching it alone, and then we watched it another time, the two of us.
I thought you just sat in and watched the end of it.
No.
Oh, I must have blocked that out.
You did, babe, you did.
I can't remember the plot off the top of my head. Every time I finish watching it, I'm like, I don't know what the plot
There's
was.
a lady.
And she's a giant lady.
No, she's normal lady first. And she's getting married.
Uh-huh.
And then she gets
I remember this bit.
She gets hit by an asteroid.
This is just like the setup, though.
Yeah.
What is the big...
is that there's aliens coming to Earth to destroy it.
And then the monsters have to
and then they get it's like a Suicide Squad. It's the concept of Suicide Squad, but with the aliens. The monsters, I mean. They defeat the aliens.
The aliens.
Yeah, they defeat the aliens, and then I don't know what comes after that.
What is the conclusion?
I think they release the aliens into society.
The monsters.
That's what I meant. Yeah, the monsters. They release them into society, and she's like, does she go back to being normal human?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's not that compelling.
Yeah.
If we can't remember it.
Yeah, I just felt I had to put that on there because it's like, every time I remember it's a thing, I'm like, what? I thought this was a dream.
No.
You know? It's just...
But
again, animation's decent, so I can't complain about it there.
Yeah. It's watchable if you're not paying attention to it.
If you don't care about plot,
yeah,
it's a great film.
Yeah, exactly. And also if you love Hugh Laurie, it's pretty fire.
You didn't even know it was Hugh Laurie, though.
But then when I did, it elevated the movie. And you know that's
you
a shit
thought he was
movie.
American.
I did, yeah. But that's because I was so used to watching him in House. I had no idea this man was British.
You're like, oh, why is he doing such a bad British accent? And it's like, no, that's just his voice.
Well, sorry, Hugh Laurie. Fix your accent, I guess.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Get a better accent, Hugh Laurie.
Get a better accent, Hugh. God.
Okay. Next one. Another one that you're going to hate me for. Is Shark Tale. But it had to go on there. Like, I can't even say that animation was good. It ain't... No.
Yeah. No.
That ain't it, Chief.
I don't...
They made a fish sexy.
I know.
They made the sexy fish.
I know.
They made Will Smith fish.
Okay, may I present my counter arguments? I acknowledge the prosecution. Okay, and I know no one I know in my life, except for me and my family, likes Shark Tale. I've never met a soul outside of my immediate family that also likes it. Even the other day, I got razzed at McDonald's by Drew and the rest of the gang for liking Shark Tale. And I'm like, I understand. But listen, Firecast. Okay?
Sure.
Amazing cast.
If you say so.
It is. Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Jack Black.
Jack Black was in it?
He plays Lenny the Shark!
I don't remember.
Dude, he's one of the main characters.
Is he the nice shark?
Yeah, the Lenny the Shark, aka Lenny the Dolphin, aka vegan shark.
But I just don't remember Jack Black being
Lenny. It's so him. It's Jack Black, and then you've got Mafia Dude.
Vegan shark
is
in no way in line with Jack Black's character.
He's just a nice shark boy. And it's got killer cast. And I, again, understand that the animation is vile.
Garbage.
It's vile. But it's also quite nice. Like, visually...
If you are a child who just likes looking at pretty colours, it's
and
fine.
I am a child that likes looking at pretty colours and shiny scales.
I can't really argue with that because that's why I used to love, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Yeah.
It's because they had pretty dresses, they just danced around, but then I found out it was about kidnapping women.
Yeah, that movie is awful.
Yeah, but I still love it so much.
Sure. It's like how you watched Shape of Water last night? It's like how everyone is staring at him. It's like, it's beautiful, but he's kind of vile to look at, but he's still beautiful. Yeah. That's my relationship to Shark Tale. Kind of beautiful, but also like, it's like Uncanny Valley.
I wouldn't even give it that.
It's also got one of the best soundtracks of all time.
All I remember is the Car Wash song.
It's got very good soundtrack.
Are you basing it all off of that one song?
No, of course not. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Okay. Another one. I can't remember the plot, but I just remember it being bad. Is Hop.
I watched it in cinemas, but I don't remember it.
Same.
I don't remember a single thing.
My mind has been wiped. I just know it's about a bunny.
No, yeah, same. I saw it on the big screen. I don't remember a single thing.
Yep. Anyway, moving on. Again, you're gonna hate me for this.
Oh my!
But it deserves.
You're just ripping into me.
It deserves to be on the list. Is Barnyard.
Oh, but listen here.
No!
Barnyard is shit.
Thank you.
Barnyard is awful.
Yeah.
But it's good because of how awful it is. It's one of those.
I never said it wasn't enjoyable to watch.
It's so funny.
A horrible film.
Oh, awful.
It's awful.
The cows have udders.
They're all trans
The male cows, the male cows have udders.
They're all trans cows.
They're all trans cows.
They never address
like trans cows.
Is there any female cows?
Yes.
Do they also have it?
Yes. But they also have a thick ass and bit of titty.
Oh, they did the titty.
They did extra
They
titty.
did the animal titty.
Yeah, they did top titty connected with below titty.
Imagine
AKA
they just
udder.
moved the udders up.
Oh god. And 2 udder sets, one for each tit.
So you have 2 tits,
You have 8 nipples.
4 nips.
God damn no. Oh no.
No.
Please stop pointing your nips at me.
Pew, pew,
Pew,
pew.
pew, 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 pew. And then there's a fat
Again,
rat.
I can't remember the plot of it. I just remember like the
I know
odd
the plot.
scene. I know they drive around and I know they order pizza and then they have to dress as a human to get the pizza from the pizza
No,
guy.
they have just 2 prosthetic arms.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they have a party in the barn and that's when all like the titties are out and he's
Uh-huh.
just like, yeah, what's up, girl?
Thing is, I watched Barnyard so much as a
Me
kid.
too. It was always on my child mind
Yeah.
for some reason and
Yeah.
it was like, why?
My dad was obsessed with that movie, and it was like most of our inside jokes, quotation marks heavily enforced, were from that movie. Mm-hmm. And so the plot of it is severely embedded in my brain.
We gotta watch it because I still I can't.
He plays a ukulele a lot.
I know it's shit.
Yeah.
I know that much for sure.
It is awful to look at.
But I still want to watch it again.
Yeah. I know
that's
that.
the thing. I can't do lists like this because I just enjoy watching shitty films.
Me too. But but it's the fact that we appreciate that they are shitty.
That's true. We are aware
Mm-hmm.
of the difference between a good film and a shitty film.
Yeah, which again can be a biased thought. Some of them are not. Some of them are just plain shit through and through. But yeah,
I just know saving grace that it's entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the racially ambiguous mouse who keeps shouting out different meats the whole movie through.
I have no memory of that.
He's my favorite character. He's like a Hispanic mouse, and he just keeps shouting different types of processed meats. That's his character.
Does he say anything else, or does it just...
He does have other lines, but his, like, shtick...
He just responds in meat.
In meat, yeah. He can only verbalize meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I know there are shittier ones out there, but I couldn't find them on any list. But another one that I found quite upsetting, and I have no reason why, but this is a completely personal thing, because I think on a surface level, it's a decent film.
Yeah.
For the audience that it was made for and the time that it was. But Alpha and Omega.
I don't know that one.
Oh, it's the one about the wolves.
Oh, Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
I remember seeing posters for this, but I've never seen it.
I don't know why that film upsets me. But there's like singing wolves.
It's very furry culture, isn't it?
Oh no, because they're just animals. It's not like people dressed as animals.
Yeah, but you know. Devin, look at me in the eye and tell me you don't know.
Is that because you're attracted to them?
No, because
is that how I know?
I've never seen it. I don't even know what they look like.
They look like fairies.
That's what I just said!
They just look like wolves. Like weirdly stylized. I think it's the stylization of them. Look up a picture.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
Like, I can't really belong on the list because it's like, it's fine.
Oh,
But I just find it upsetting.
Oh, no.
I don't like how their eyes are so...
massive.
On the front of their face.
You know what? It's because they've given...
8 movie collection?
God damn.
Was there 8 of them?
Yes. Oh,
Why
no.
were there so many?
Oh, no.
I only knew the one.
Oh, no.
And they gave one of them emo hair.
Oh, no.
And it's just, I just find the whole thing.
This is upsetting to look at.
Yeah.
It's the eyes and the mouth. It's all of it combined.
Yeah.
It's vile. I'm gonna close this tab.
It's like how they tried to make a bad design fully rendered. And it's like...
They went with it,
I
yeah.
didn't want to see it in that much detail.
Yeah.
Just stop.
It's like they badly paid a character designer, but then they didn't want to pay for the
really
fixes.
good, like, modelers.
Yeah.
But really shit designers.
Yeah.
And it just, the whole thing just...
It just didn't gel.
Yeah.
No. It is very vile to look at with my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no. So anyway, that was my main list of
okay.
shitty film. But I also have 2 very short subcategory lists that I'm just going to quick fire through because you probably just don't know much to say about them.
Okay. So this is like the hot seat. The fire round.
Quick fire round.
Fire round.
Let's
Got
go.
it. Got it.
Lightning round, if you will.
Oh, if you will.
So I have a mini list of films that I know are shit, but I have not watched. So I couldn't feel like I could put them
Going
on
off
the list.
of reputation. Got it.
Because I couldn't vet them myself, you know? But I have seen clips from them, and I've heard the rumours. There's only 3 on this mini list, and it's Titanic, The Legend Goes On.
God damn, that one's on my list as well. Holy absolute balls.
So you can't really talk about it because we haven't watched it.
We've watched it pretty much.
We've watched commentary videos on it, but that doesn't count.
And I think that's as much as my brain can absorb.
But it's still, we can't talk about it because we haven't suffered the pain of it.
Gotcha,
know,
the whole thing.
without a third party in between. So we don't get to say that. You know? But
Gotcha.
it's still there.
Oh, for sure.
It's still bad.
Can I just say that movie was like at the top of every single list that I researched about last night?
Yeah,
me
too.
That one was just the top most hated animated thing.
Oh, wait, there's another Titanic
There is.
one
There's a
as well?
second one. Yeah, it was always those 2 at the top.
Yeah. Is it a sequel to
No,
this one, or
because
is
it's
it
a
just
different
separate-
because it's a completely different animation style.
Fuck.
I know. It's awful.
Stop animating Titanic movies.
Stop it.
Stop.
Okay.
Next one. Haven't seen it, but I'm upset at the concept, and we're gonna see it. It's Spies in Disguise.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to fucking see this movie.
I'm so curious.
Listen, man.
But I'm so scared.
I can't wait to watch this movie because it was something I never knew I needed, seeing a pigeon characterized by Will Smith.
What about Tom Holland? Do they both turn into pigeons?
No, Tom Holland turns him into a pigeon.
Oh, is Tom Holland like
the science nerd?
The base.
He's like M.
He's Q.
He's Q.
He's Q.
The other one, yeah, he is Q basically, and Will Smith is James
I don't know
Bond.
why that makes me hate it even more.
But he's like a cute Q. He's like a little Q.
No.
Okay.
Moving on. Angry Birds the movie.
I've never seen it, and I never want to put my eyeballs on it.
Same, which is why I couldn't talk shit because I haven't suffered. But no.
No need.
No.
No need.
And I have like a mini little category about just bad CG in films.
Oh goodness.
So they're not like fully animated, but you know, it's still animation.
Is Cats on there?
No, but it should be.
Okay.
Oh boy, should it be?
Oh boy.
But I feel like everyone's talked about Cats enough.
It's enough.
You know,
yeah.
Everyone knows it's
We
bad.
know. Yeah.
They just go ice skating all the time. They just slip and slide all over the place.
Should have worked on those walk cycles a bit more.
Yeah, I mean the walk cycles are fine. It's the panning. Because they tried to make it pan while they dance, and the floor doesn't stick to their feet.
Right.
So it's just the floor's like
the comp was off.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Oh god.
Along with many other things.
I see. Yeah, I've heard the reviews.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first one is Evolution.
I've never seen this.
It's okay.
Let me Google it. Wait.
Oh boy, it's.
I'm scared.
Like I love it because I watched it so much as a kid. But it's the last scene.
I googled Evolution and it just gave me
idiot.
Darwin's Evolution.
I can't remember what year it came out. Yeah, that's it.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, we gotta watch it. It's awful. But
Wait, I
love
know
it.
some of these actors.
Yeah, it's the guy from X-Files.
Yeah, and it's her from everything.
I don't know.
She's in everything.
But anyway, so the plot is asteroid crashes to Earth.
Is that one of the CG shit that's disgusting?
Possibly.
Oh, I hate it. I just googled Evolution movie, by the way.
Yeah. It's the last scene that's the worst.
Oh, right.
So it's basically alien things crash and they're like little bugs and then they just keep evolving and then the scientists can't keep them contained and that's the story.
Right.
And at the end, they all evolve into this like giant fleshy tarantula monster.
Oh.
And it's just like walking about and the way they kill it is that they have to pump it they have to... Speak.
You got this.
They have to pump it full of Head and Shoulders shampoo.
Huh?
That's the whole plot of the film. They got heavily sponsored by Head and Shoulders.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
That's how they implemented that product placement?
Yeah. Google like end scene or
Is it this? Creature scenes?
Yeah. Flick through that and see if you can find it.
Well, it must be this because it's the last bit of the movie. No.
Yeah.
I
I
see.
mean, it's like the last big boss fight.
Is it this? God, that's vile.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just put...
yeah, this is it.
Okay, let's just put some elevator music while we watch this.
Funny, eh?
Jesus Christ, oh no, just
Funny,
leave.
eh?
Leave. Sir, leave. Leave me.
We need to watch it.
I don't really want to.
I don't know why I loved it so much when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
But it was one of the DVDs that I brought into school when we were allowed to bring films in. That's how much I loved it.
And that's why you had so many friends.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Okay.
Baby Geniuses.
We don't want to talk about that.
Okay, next one.
Next one.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I don't know what this is either.
You've never seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, what's this?
It's the one that everyone makes fun of for bad CG. The whole film is in CG.
What?
Apart from Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner's in this?
Yes, he's a baby. How have you not seen this?
Oh, what's this? Whoa! He's a child! What is this?
It makes no sense.
Oh, it looks adorable though. It looks like something I would have loved as a kid.
One of the first 3D.
This poster's fire though.
Sure.
It's pretty good.
Oh, you haven't seen the film.
No,
also,
I don't.
Wait,
no.
the guy in the round thing. I love.
What is
his
this?
dumb face. I love it so much.
What is this? What is
One of
this?
the main villains.
No. Oh no, that's no.
But that's just such an obvious one because it's the one that everyone makes fun of.
Oh god. Well, you've enlightened me.
Mm-hmm. That was my list.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I went, as I said previously, I went into a rabbit hole last night, and I ended up basically compiling a lot of my research, and I wanted to tell you what I found.
You need to shorten this down because you found so much.
I'm telling you, I have very little to say here.
But you found so much.
I know, but I'm a master of shortening shit up, okay?
You're a genius.
Chill out. So, I've made a bullet point of things, okay? First of all, I have come to the conclusion, after all my research, that most of the movies on all of the lists of worst animated movies of all time is primarily like sequels.
Yeah.
To normal movies. And I made a little list, right? Of sequels included, sequels that I had no idea existed until I saw them on these lists. I'm like, oh my god.
So are you counting them as like your worst films? Or
I
is it,
haven't
like,
seen
the whole
them.
Franchise?
No, I'm counting only the sequel.
Okay.
Even though I haven't seen them, I wanted to just mention that these sequels exist. Because I have no idea.
Okay.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I knew that was the second one.
Cinderella.
I didn't know that was the second
Atlantis, we were gonna watch it. It was Milo's Return or whatever. I haven't seen it.
I was aware of its existence.
But I heard that it's trash garbage.
Okay.
Lady and the Tramp.
I knew that one. I've seen
But
that.
then
I used to watch that all the time.
But then there's also another one, a spin-off of just the kid. The baby
I
dog.
thought that was the second one.
No! There's Lady and the Tramp 2, and then there's another movie of just the dog. The baby dog, and it's got his name on the title. Yeah, the puppy.
What was his name?
I don't remember. But there's one of him.
He was cute.
He was very
About
cute.
puppies.
Pocahontas. What the fuck was Pocahontas 2 about?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? It's like these movies that
That's
the
gonna be a
classics.
depressing film. That's just when all the white men kill the Native Americans.
Yeah, it's basically the history of
They just
Thanksgiving.
give them diseased blankets.
God
and that's the
damn.
second film.
So it's like movies like these, like classics that
Uh-huh.
we all know and love, that were so beautifully
They tried
rounded
to
off
push
at the
their
end.
luck.
They were beautifully finished at the end. No open endings, but they were like, yeah, we should make more. You know? Tarzan 2?
I told you about this one.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
We gotta watch it. It's like, I should have put it on the list, but it's like decent animation. Though.
Okay.
But the plot is hilarious. Like, it's very much.
Yeah, I feel like with
It
most
feels
of
like
these.
it would be on Nickelodeon in the middle of the day.
Oh, right,
It's
right,
that
right.
kind of film.
Gotcha,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. A midday Nick.
I gotta watch it though. It's so funny.
I feel like with most of these, like the sequels, the problem is the plot because it's unnecessary
Well, Tarzan
movies.
2 was a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll lay off on Tarzan 2 for now.
Mm-hmm.
Little Mermaid 2.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. Mulan 2. See, it's all these things that I had no idea even existed until I googled about this yesterday. And I was like, yeah, you wouldn't think they would exist because there was no need for them.
Yeah.
So no wonder they smash, hit rock bottom, blew up.
Yeah.
It was trash garbage in the box
Trash
office.
garbage.
So now getting on to actual...
Did any of these films make it into theaters?
I don't
Or
know.
were they straight to DVD?
But I'm pretty sure most of these must have gone straight to DVD.
Yeah.
/ Blu-ray. It's even worse when they go straight to Blu-ray, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Remember when they were really trying to push Blu-ray? Bless them.
Bless them. Hey, Blu-ray, you did good. You tried.
Tried your best, buddy, but it wasn't your time.
So now I want to get into the actual movies that I've seen as a child that I have personally experienced that make me want to yarp.
Oh, okay. Did they always make you want to yarp, or was this a recent...
some of them, yeah.
A recent
yarping
development?
Some of them, as a child, I knew they were trash garbage, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
You know?
Because as a kid, you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Moving pictures.
Whoa, it's moving, it's magic in the box. But when I was a kid, you know that shit's garbage?
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's like Hop.
Oh, yeah, like Hop.
Yeah, like Shasha was saying, it's one of the first films that she was like, wow, films can be bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That revelation when you're in the cinema, like, movies can be like this? Wow. Ew. Gross. So, tell me this. Because I watched this movie so much as a child. Have you ever heard of Hoodwinked?
Google a picture of it. I have, but it's so... It's so stuck in the back of my mind. Oh.
Have you seen this? Which also, by the way, has a sequel.
Is that Hoodwinked 2?
Yes. Hood versus Evil.
I saw that on many lists.
Dude.
I don't think I have seen this, but I saw ads for it, like on before DVDs and stuff.
Listen, right? Okay, I wanna say some things. The plot to the first one, the first one is actually not that badly written. It
looks
potential.
horrible.
Oh, it's vile to look at. You want to yarp the whole time.
Red Riding Hood just looks like she wants to bone.
Yeah, she is. They made Red Riding Hood like hot and also wants to fuck, but then
looks like a doll.
Yeah. And then also the grandma is like a XXX, what's it called? Like those extreme sports kind of person, and she does like martial arts, and she's a badass bitch, but also she wants to fuck too. You know what I mean? They made everyone want to fuck.
Okay.
And everyone looks awful.
It's a show about horny people.
Horny
people.
Horny kids, like folk stories, and it's just awful.
Yeah.
But the story had potential. It was not bad. But then Hoodwinked 2, you know, Hood versus Evil, the classic that we all know and love, trumped so hard that it is on the top of like most of the worst animated movies of all time.
I found that.
So I watched this so much as a kid, and this movie also ruined like maybe like 2 years of my high school life, because we were in a Portuguese lesson at school, and I heard like the two popular girls like sat behind me talking about, oh my god, we need to go see, did you see that new Red Riding Hood movie that came out? And they were talking about this horror movie that for
Hoodwinked?
Yeah, and
Hood versus Evil?
Dude, I shit you not. I turned around. I was like, "Oh, you guys talking about Hoodwinked with this and it's cartoons?" And they're like,
"You deserve that,
dude."
You deserve whatever repercussions you got.
Dude, it was just
that film in public.
It's just one of those sad like memories from high school. You know, is that
film just ruined so many years.
So many years. It set me back a bunch of years. You know, it's fine. So next I had Titanic, The Legend Goes On, just because it had to go in there.
You haven't watched the full thing.
Yeah, no. But it had to go in there because it is one of the most wretched things I've ever seen, and I haven't even seen the whole thing.
Yeah, it's racist night.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to mention this. I'm angry because on most of the lists that I saw, not only Shark Tale, which we have spoken about, but Space Jam were also on the worst animated movies. It's not that bad. It's kind of a classic.
Like it seems like it's becoming like turned into a cult film.
It is kind of, yeah. It's very culty.
That turned into a cult film, like, can't be on a bad film because it developed this very strong following of fans. So
it wasn't bad. Like, and also I just wrote here in all caps on my list, Shark Tale and Space Jam were on the lists, but Barbie movies were not. And I just wrote that in...
So Brother Bear was on a list that
I don't want to talk about this.
That.
Brother Bear...
That's a great film.
...is one of the best movies...
It's so good!
...from our fucking generation.
I love it so much.
It is incredible. It's such a good movie. Fuck whoever put that on the list.
This is not a good film episode. Let's move on.
Okay, sorry. And then I got into this shit, right? This is where I started to tap into those movies that my brain blacked out from my childhood.
Deep into
Dude,
memory.
I saw those fucking movie posters and I was like, like fucking Exorcist style.
Like the Hitchcock zoom in.
Yes! The fucking Dutch angle came in. I had a moment. It was crazy. I want to Google this shit for you and see if you've ever seen it. So the first thing on that category, I guess, is Happily Never After 1 and 2.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it for you.
That occupies a space in my brain.
Dude, look at the villain, because the villain is what sold it for me and reminded me that I've seen this. This movie... I don't
think I have seen this. I think I was thinking of something else.
Dude, it's basically if Shrek and Ella Enchanted had a deformed baby, which they would, but you know what I mean. And the baby was dropped on its head and run over by a truck. That's what this movie is. Is that. It is so bad. There is no words to explain.
It's kind of giving... I can't remember the name of the film, but it's that animated film with Macaulay Culkin, and he reads a book, and then the book turns into cartoons.
Right.
It's giving me that vibes from the poster.
No, it's bad. And of course there's the fucking second one, which got worse.
It looks like he's trying to grab the titty.
He is, yeah.
Apple, so he's like, I'm just holding an apple.
So yeah, this movie is wretched.
Why is the N in a different colour?
Because it's an N apostrophe ever after. Like, even the title is vile. It doesn't make grammatical sense.
What would that...
It's like happily no ever after is what they're trying to imply that says.
But never
I think,
is a word.
I know, I think they forgot that never is a real word. I know. They forgot that never exists. Anyway, and then, have you ever seen Space Chimps?
I know, it just reminded me of Space Buddies.
No, that's a good film. The chimps that have very loose pelvic render engines.
Oh, that kind of animation.
Yeah. So it's a movie about 3 chimps that get sent into space, and the plot is just it isn't.
The plot is not there.
It barely
They
isn't.
go to space and they leave the plot behind.
Yeah, basically yes. They fuck the plot. Forgot it at home.
Oh,
Let's go.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Do you know what's even worse? They made a second one. Because the first one had too much plot that they had to make a second one. It was just too much plot. They had to make
They're
two.
really being held back by all this
Bruh.
plot, you know.
Listen.
They want to be free.
Oh, god damn. I can't believe I watched this movie as many times as I did as a child. The animation itself isn't bad. It's, like, not that bad to look at. It's, like, a quite nicely rendered. Then I put Valiant on the list with a question mark next to it. I don't know what that's meant to mean.
You haven't seen Valiant?
I have seen Valiant.
I thought you didn't.
No, Shasha hasn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Valiant many times as a
I
kid.
actually kind of liked Valiant.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that bad. So I put a question mark next to it because I haven't
look up
seen
pictures of it because I haven't looked at it.
Yeah,
in a
I haven't
while.
seen it recently. So I didn't want to make a judgment.
How did they make the bird sexy? I don't remember what happens. I just remember that
It was okay.
He has to carry a message home. But I thought it was a cool concept. Like pigeons in the wall.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was
that pigeon that won a badge.
yes,
won a
it's
medal.
very interesting. It was a good movie as a kid. I learned.
Things.
And then I wanted to touch upon, purely for the people listening at home, I would like you to please take the time out of your day to Google this list of movies I'm about to recite, which are rip-offs of movies that we all know and love, that someone with a team of maybe 5 people living in someone's garage decided...
Is this like the rat one that
Yes.
Annie Gonzalez looked at?
Yes.
Is this the same?
This is a list of them.
Oh, are they by the same people?
No.
Oh.
There's more.
Oh.
So yeah, if you will, imagine someone saw a movie and was like, huh, I could do this again, but by myself, with no, like, training or education on the matter. And then they did it. People just decide to rip off a whole movie and franchise. And it's so visceral and awful to look at. Anyway, you just gotta Google it for yourself to just realize how bad this actually is. Number 1, Ratatouille, a rip-off of Ratatouille. Number 2, Plan B, a rip-off of the B-movie. There's also another
Wait, was
B-movie
that the same
rip-off.
one that they
Yes.
looked at? Was Plan B or was that a different one?
No, it's that one. But then there's another B-movie rip-off. There's like 3 different ones.
Wow.
Yeah, then other one was like Mr. B or something. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't even want to know.
Someone did a rip-off of Easy A, but called it Easy B. It's like not quite good enough to get an A.
Would be easy. And then I had the beautiful moment of realization there are 2 rip-offs of Kung Fu Panda. There's Little Panda Fighter, iconic, and then there's Chop Kick Panda.
Chop Kick Panda!
Chop Kick Panda is not only the best name I've ever heard in my life,
That's amazing!
but it also sounds delicious. It sounds like if I saw it on a menu at a restaurant, I would order that. Mm-hmm. Chop Kick Panda. Uh-huh. Get me a good old serving of Chop Kick Panda.
No, not in front of Mo!
Oh, Mochi! No! Anyway, then there's Bug Bites, A Nant's Life. They didn't even bother changing the second part of
That's just a nasty title.
Bug Bites. Yeah. Not only that, but also they just kept the original title that they were ripping off in the title of their ripoff. It's Bug Bites, A Nant's Life. That's the title. Which is a ripoff of A Bug's Life. Yeah. They just kept it in there. They just rearranged the words.
Yeah.
And
wait,
then
there was the Bug movie, and then there was one about ants. What was that one called?
Ants.
Oh.
So. The last one on my list of ripoffs is Spider's Web, A Pig's Tale.
Is it Charlotte's Web by any chance?
It might just be.
Oh, you got it right.
You got it right. So, yeah, do yourself a favor, Google them. You will not regret it.
Can you Google that last one? I want to see what it looks like.
What, Spider's Web?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I like how they didn't even give the spider.
Look at that pig. Oh. Look at that pig. Look at that pig.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this one. Look at this. Oh, God.
It looks like someone pumped it through full of air.
Oh, God, no. So that was my list. So you see why I went down this rabbit hole last night, where I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, so what were your top worst films? Because you just said about sequels and...
Oh, no. My top worst films from my childhood that I had already seen were the ones I mentioned between the sequels and the ripoffs.
Oh, okay.
So Hoodwinked.
That's it.
Yeah. So Happily Never After, Space Chimps, and yeah, basically. Those were kind of shit.
Solid.
Because the thing is, I'm very bad at like saying something is a shitty animation because I always try to put it in context of like when it came out. So it might look visceral, but at that time, people's minds were blown seeing that.
I still feel like, because there's always been good animation because you can just draw it. So I never got why, if it was bad CG, why not just kind of use the CG and the 2D together to make something good
because
instead
even
of trying to make something look more advanced than it actually is?
Because us looking back at it now looks awful, but at the time, because it was something new, people were like, whoa, people made this and we've never seen this before.
Had to be something. This is bad.
I mean, they probably did, but it's like when you see shitty VR right at the moment. Like when you like experiencing VR for the first time and you're like, bruh, this is pixelated, but holy shit, you know? It's like, because it's a new experience, it kind of cancels out the fact that it's kind of bad.
Yeah, you have nothing to compare it
Exactly.
to.
You don't know any better.
You don't know what's good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like now us looking back at, I don't know, Spider's Web, A Pig's Tale, for example, and looking at this
you
wretched
shouldn't
thing.
give that credit because that came out a lot more recent than what it looks.
You're right. I shouldn't even be speaking about this.
No, you shouldn't give it the credit.
No.
It doesn't deserve it.
But as looking back at like movies from like 2001,
yeah,
a CG
it's like the difference
movie.
between Toy Story 1 and Toy Story
whatever, and Shrek 1 and Shrek 2, which was such a little time difference, and yet the quality is mind-blowing.
You don't realize it until you watch them back.
You watch them back, yeah. It's crazy. So, for some reason, I'm always really reluctant to be like, this is the shittiest fucking movie, what the fuck? Because I always look up what year it came out, and then I'm like, okay, I'll give you a pass now. Mm-hmm. But Barbie movie? Hell no, bro. Come on. I know for a fact they had the technology to do better, and they did not.
They even put, like, shadows and stuff.
But then again, so you know The Boys, the K-pop band that I love. Kevin was having the same rant on a V-Live the other day about the Barbie movies. It's fine. And he was like, Yeah, and then they just look like rubber dolls. And then Jacob was like, isn't that the point? And that kind of got me thinking, do you think it was on purpose that they made them look so solid plasticky? Because it is based on Barbies.
I think they use that as an excuse to get away with it.
Okay. Up for debate.
I think if they were really leaning into the doll thing, they would have gone full ham and had like joints and shit.
Like stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was just a very interesting thing that they said.
It's like the difference between... It's like if you look at the Lego movie.
Right.
Because they're definitely meant to look like Legos.
Yeah,
it's like
even though it's CG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all CG, but it looks
Fun
good.
fact.
It looks good.
It does.
And it was
Lego
made
movie
to look like stop motion.
is great, yeah.
So Barbie movie, if they really wanted to like pass it off as good, they should have really just lent into it.
And also, no Barbie I ever had a silicone hair weave.
No.
They had individual hair strands. No one had a full-on, like... the Rapunzel weave? Bruh. I can't even...
Just a solid mass.
I can't even fathom...
Fat noodle.
the engine on that. I can't. You
Like,
know.
if they could kind of get away with it when it was in braids.
Oh yeah, because braids kind of move like that. But
Yeah.
when it was like when her hair was down and it just made a perfect curve at the bottom and it moved like a cape,
Yeah.
I could not abide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if they didn't do individual hairs, they could have still stylized that a hell of a lot better.
Oh, for sure. Like if it was curly or like a black afro hair or something, or my kind of hair even as well. Sometimes.
A Barbie with black afro
I'm
hair?
sorry.
It's just too ahead of your time.
Blasphemy. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what was Barbie's full name again? Because we looked that up.
We did. I forgot. Oh
It
my
was
god.
Barbara something.
Barbara Millicent Roberts. Listen, Barbara.
I love it so much.
Listen up, Barbara Roberts.
And Shelley,
And
whatever your
Shelley
name is.
Kelly Jelly. Oh my god.
Mattel.
And she's from the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. No wonder.
She's from Wisconsin? Isn't that the cheese state?
I don't know.
I think it's the cheese place.
You would know. So, yeah, let us know whether...
We're gonna go cool off from this rant.
I'm gonna finish my wine.
See, I told you didn't need the bottle.
It's because I went off, on my... I kind of snapped.
Why not?
Alright. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Let us know if you agree or disagree. Let us know. Do you agree or disagree with movies that we mentioned today? And
Give us more bad films to watch.
give us bad films. If you remember any bad film that you've seen growing up,
It becomes like a commentary podcast. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
commentary videos because you can't see it.
I would love to do commentary episodes
Yeah.
on some movie. That would be fucking hilarious. Send us a DM on Instagram or a tweet or something, or email us at bingeinkingpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what other shitty animation films we should watch and cry over, but also kind of be happy at how much our industry has advanced. It's so fun being an animator in 2020. We are on Instagram at bingeinking, and also on Twitter at binge_inking. Sorry, my bad. I've already said our email. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and any last words, Devin?
You gonna kill me?
Yeah.
Make it quick.
Okay. Make it quick, Devin 2020. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.